Hey guys, what's up? My name is Brandon, and yeah, as the title says, today we're gonna be talking about the Second Coming album. Now, if you guys don't know what the Second Coming album is, it is an original song album made by me, and it's gonna be the continuation to the exclusive YouTube album, Sync Into Reality. Here's how I will format this video. I will say the song name, the origin of the song, and why it's important. So, what is the story about? The Second Coming is about the protagonist's escape from the digital world and the thoughts that they feel coming from it. You've made your escape from the virtual realm, but it does require sacrifice at times. You've used that to get out of where you were, and there won't be a more proper time for mourning for the loved one that you lost, except for now. Tool with No Purpose is the first track of the album, and this is where you remember some moments that you had with your friend before being infected by the virtual surroundings in the virtual world. This song was inspired by the video game series Danganronpa, to which I guess is a psychological horror game series. This originated from two characters, Peko Pekoyama and Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu. Pekoyama thought that she was born to protect Kuzuryu, while the latter just wanted her to be herself because he didn't want her to be a tool to her, and she just wanted, well, he wanted to have a normal life. I almost fucked up there. So now, the story. The story starts with how, like I said, you remember moments that you shared with your friend, and at the end of the song is when you have sang out your feelings to your long-deceased friend. You don't know if they shared your feelings, but now you will never know. But, do you remember why your friend is dead? It's because of you. Welcome to Total Despair, the second track of the album. This is how your killing came to be and why your loved one is long gone. This is also a Danganronpa song, but is more generalized though to the entire series. This song originated from brainwashed students that have turned using their innate talents for the sake of evil. This song is technically a trip back to the past, so yeah, I guess time travel back. That's right, we're going back into the Sync Into Reality timeline. Back to Eternal Stare, a song on Sync Into Reality. You've seen and been through some grotesque stuff, and it slowly brainwashed you, making you devoid of humanity, albeit with slight glimpse of it left, but that would slowly be taken over as well. You made a friend back then, but the experiments cast upon you were too much for you to handle, and Bring Me Your Vessel, the Rampage song, was the result of that. That song was your everlasting slaughterfest, but you killed your friend in the process. I also made this song, like, just to technically tie up a loose end, plot hole, I guess that's what you call it, that I left unchecked because, well, I accidentally left it there. Also, side note, you tell yourself motivational words for all the wrong reason. Now you are trying to mentally fight back that feeling. Directed to Me is that track. This is your battle against depression. This is also a Danganronpa song, all about the fan favorite Nagito Komaeda. Though I still don't like him. It's a song about conflict. Just to give you an idea, Komaeda didn't mind dying as long as it wasn't a meaningless death. Yeah, that type of conflict. We're back to the present day. This is you trying to fight back at whatever is trying to convince you to die, your despair, and for what's keeping you alive, your hope. As such, it may be difficult for some people to understand the lyrics, but nevertheless, it's an intense battle, but your hope becomes victorious. But you're still scared about what's to come in the future. This is where you call yourself a coward. Coward is a Mario the Music Box song. It's based on the short and quick ending, the Coward ending, simple as that. It's a review of everything that had happened in the original Music Box game, and it has a mix of different perspectives singing. So again, it may be a little difficult to understand, but mostly it's Mario or Alice, I guess. In the story's case, it's you in another version of you. I guess an alter ego. The alter ego's thought process was Well, if you were so bent on keeping yourself alive, then why are you scared? You're essentially crawling back into the darkness, but later you think to yourself, you're not gonna just stand there and let a doppelganger beat you. Especially if it's a mental one, they don't exist in the real world. Character development, who would have guessed? You're no longer the scared human that you were, and you think all is fine and dandy. However, the alter ego isn't done yet. Locked Rampage is up next. This is the last Danganronpa song, I promise. It's about two characters, the protagonist of the second Danganronpa game, Hajime Hinata, and his alter ego, Izuru Kamukura. The two battle it out to see which of life and death they will choose. Eventually, it's decided that they will have to come across both at some point. The three genres of instruments, I guess, being rock, strings, piano. They're not genres, what the fuck? The three instruments played actually symbolize Kamukura's status as a god. I presume because he's a god he can play any instrument, so I combined all three into one song. Also, as a side note, everything is boring to Kamukura. In the story, the alter ego is being blunt. He's trying to help you while also giving themselves more power while bringing you down. It gets conflicting at times because you don't know if they want to help you or not. And the chorus is actually sang by the protagonist while everything else is sang by the alter ego. Is it sang or sung? I don't know. Anyways, you don't know this, but the alter ego is actually testing you to see if you can keep yourself up to the challenge. But you respond a little aggressively. And so, the explicit song of Listen Motherfucker was born. Interestingly, this is a Shadow the Hedgehog song, to where he is trying to recover from the loss of someone he dearly misses while being cold to everyone else in the world. And I've never actually played the game. It's just, I know the story because Sonic Adventure 2 was fun. This idea was brought up to me by one of my friends, which I very much thank them for. And, yeah. Fun fact, he swears in the game, mildly, but me being the idiot I am, I took it to a whole nother level of swearing. This song actually represents the compromise that you and your alter ego make. They are willing to defend you, but you have to remember to do your own part as well. Also, they won't stand for your complaining. And again, the chorus is sung by the protagonist while everything else is sung by the alter ego. I'm gonna go with sung here at this point. The bridge is actually where the alter ego is being the most helpful and maybe the most clear with his side of the argument. And after that compromise is made, you're ready. You're ready to make your announcement. But it's not that Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch-ass motherfucker. Instead, you're ready to make your second coming. This is actually an original song that I wrote mid-process of this album, and I wanted to fix the plot hole that I found here. You say that you're ready to make your move into the challenges of the real world. These words are powerful, and you can hear the confidence in these lyrics, because you make it very, very clear to people that you will not be pushed down to the ground again. This is the shortest song on the album, because, well, your announcement was short-lived. A small part of you is still afraid of what is to come in the future. You're like still in the comfort zone that you like to hang out in so much. Lone Ant is my way of expressing my anxiety. This is a very easy song to talk about. Sure, the song may be called Lone Ant, but I want people to think outside the box for this song. Don't just think of this in the perspective of an ant, which is what some people thought of doing immediately when they viewed this song for the first time. You're together with your supporters when at home. Simple. They take care of you and stuff like that. But when you're alone out in the open, it's very, very easy for you to get lost, which is exactly what I fear. Quite similarly to an ant, this is where the comparison comes in. They do well in a colony, but when an individual member is all by themselves, they are much more likely to die because they're not in their safety of the colony. I question in this song if I will be safe when I move on from now, and I compare myself to an ant to try and get the idea across to them. The future is a scary place because you don't know what it will hold. Only one way to find out, and it's to try. And now everyone is screaming for you. This is the final song in the album's story, And this is actually a Splatoon song that stemmed from another one of my dearest of friends who A, suggested the idea that I do a song on Splatoon, and B, made art for this song as well. The song is about the competition, and it is quite the happy song to listen to. And I tried to make it sound accurate to the atmosphere of Splatoon, and I think I did pretty well on that note. Because my friend thinks so, at least. The story ends with you realizing that the future is not as scary as you envisioned it to be. Sure, life may be scary at times, but you can't let that and the demons bring you down. The world is a battlefield, and you will prove that you have meaning in your fucking life. Are you going to back down now after coming so far? Are you going to let yourself die to the likes of the outside world and let them laugh at you? Do you want to die? No, of course not. You will show the world that you will make your life worth something. And yeah, that is that for the new album. But I do have some more information that I need to share. First off, the album is going to be released on April 12th, 2020. Write that down, that's going to be an important date. Second, the album will be up for purchase on stores such as Spotify, iTunes, and many more. All thanks to DistroKid, who is not the sponsor of this video. God, I wish I was sponsored. The album will be available for $9.90. What a weird price for an album. And third, there is a bonus track in the album. However, I will not disclose any information on it whatsoever, other than the fact then that you should expect it to be somewhat short and not so serious, because it has nothing to do with the album story. And yeah, that's kind of it. So, I guess we'll wrap up this video now. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you stuck by this far, then congrats. Give yourself a pat in the back. Maybe I'll hand you a virtual cookie. Here. Take the cookie. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to this video. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to share your support, hit that like button down below for me, give me a thumbs up. I don't really care. But if you do, subscribe, because it really helps my channel. I feel burp coming in my mouth right now, and my god, I do not feel great right now. Oh my goodness. Again, I don't really care, but if you do, subscribe, because it really helps on my channel, and I'm gonna get the heck out of here. I'll see you guys when the album drops on April 12th, 2020. And buy it, please. I'm desperate for money. That's it. See you guys.